Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. Foodybite's apps inside today we need to develop this here the new review given this here the posting for this apps we need to UI we need to developing here. First of all we need to see these designs inside the XD files. Now need to opening this here look like this similar to UI we need to show here. First of all we need to creating like this here the UI for the screens we need to developing and click on here this screens to plus icon to open the screens here and look like this here the showing here for the screens. Need to develop this here the screens for this tab we need to set here. First of all now we need to go here the new tabs and we need to modify this here and to set this here the fifth tabs we need to develop here. We need to configure this here. First of all open this here and to check this here scroll to work here and maybe you need to set here the plus icons and opening this here the screens like we need to configure this here the logics for the floating buttons. So we need to configure here. First of all so we need to make like this here the UI we need to developing here for the screens. So we need to configure here. We need to creating first the screens. We need to write down here the screen inside the new folders and we need to write down here the review and we need to create here the new file new review screen dot dots and we need to create here the stateful widgets and to give this here the name new review screen and we need to import this here the material dependency and now we need to create here the scaffold. Develop here the app bars we need to making here. First of all we need to go inside here the my favorite tabs and we need to copy this here the this app bar. So we need to copy here. First of all look like we need to copying here and we need to go inside here the my review and to paste this here this review and we need to set this here and like here. Now we need to icon button to need to set this here the text buttons need to create here. Write down here text buttons on press event and now we need to set this here the text need to set here first of all the post and we need to set here the style text styles and we need to set this here the color t color secondary text and then we need to set here the comma and to removing these years and we need to write down here the close screen code dot post dot pops extension methods we need to call here. Same as now we need to creating here the leadings we need to copy again and to replace this years and to change this here the button names as a cancel like here. So we need to write here for these buttons and we need to save this here. First of all we need to click on and open this new screen. So we need to like here the logics we need to write down here. Now we need to go inside here the main tabs and to find out here the floating buttons and we need to write down here the context dot push and we need to call this here the context dots. We need to call this here the new review screen and we need to push the screens inside the navigations like here and to click here and opening like this here the UI and we need to set this here for this UI. Now need to go here and we need to set this here the font size little bit small. So we need to set here save here and need to show cancels and post like here. So need to creating like this here the buttons need to set here. Maybe you need to check here possible to height increase for the leadings need to check here leading width and we need to set this here the hundreds and now need to remove this here the font size and look like this show set here 80 and show like here similar to cancel buttons we need to show here. Now need to set this here the titles new review like here. Now we need to create for this couple body we need to developing here need to write down here the body create here the scroll view single child, so need to apply here and to create here the childs, develop here the column and row here the right here. First of all, so need to making here the search bars, we need to developing here, so need to write down here already common widgets inside, need to put this here the search bars, so need to develop it here like here, so need to set here search bars and show like here, and need to write here the some modifications, maybe need to native gets, that's why issue, need to not use here the native or custom search bar, need to check here the search bar view like, and we need to give this here the hint text, need to search restaurants like here, write actions buttons no need, so need to not givens, need to check here the required strings, need to give this here the icon names, maybe need to write down here the icon names as a check here which place on right use here, give me the sets, and we need to check here the, we need to export this here the close icons, need to exporting here to x image and save in desktop like here the exporting, and we need to imports, and we need to put inside our code, find out here the image, and we need to put here this close event for a relative path, and we need to give this here the search inside this icon name and action for the cleaning, and look like this similar to show like this here the UI, we need to making here, now we need to copy this here the screen of the ratings UI, already you need to develop here, so need to copy and paste for this here the UI, now need to go here the review rating screens, and we need to copy this here the all codes for the these columns with containers, so need to copy it, and we need to paste here like here, and we need to go inside here the review, and we need to paste after this code, and we need to import this here the rating bar and show like here the rating, and set this here for this UI, need to configure this here, and we need to set here the titles of the review, we need to save here like, we need to copy this here this padding experience again, so we need to copy, and we need to paste this here, and now we need to write down here the review, and we need to set this here the 28 font size, and primary text we need to set for this text here, and save this here and increase this here the font size, we need to setting here the 20, like we need to save for this here the UI, and verticals we need to give this here the 8 and show like this here the this UI, and now also need to make this here the this UI, need to searchings inside, we need to get like this here the UI, we need to put for this here the search results, we need to set here for this here, and And again, so need to copy this here and need to set here the titles as a ratings like here, and set this here the ratings. Need to set here 15, and margins need to set here the 8 like here, showing like this goods and displaying good here. Now we need to create here the list view. Again, so we need to go inside here the favorite tab screens, and we need to copy this here this list view. We need here, and we need to go inside here the review, and we need to paste here after the search, and make sure we need to set here the physics. We need to set here the const never scroll physics. We need to set this here, and then after we need to sync wrap. We need to set here the true, and we need to give this here the item counts as a one. So we need to set here, and now need to give this here the review restaurant cells. We need to develop here row dot dots, like we need to creating sears and for the screens. Now we need to again go and to find out here this favorite row, and we need to paste for this code here inside this here the review ratings, and to change this here the screen name. Need to write down here the review restaurant row. Remove this here this avatar on its unused imports. We need to clean here. Now we need to removing here the this text. Now no needs. We need to clean this here for this tag UI. Need to clean here. Also this clip are rect. Also no needs. We need to clean here. Need to check here for UI. Control Z. Need this here this text. Need to remove here this container. No needs. Save here, and to use this here directly need to replace this here the screens and import here, and unused need to remove here. Now need to save and show like this here this UI, and unused controls need to removing here this opens and close. Also need to no needs here the kilometers. Need to cleaning this here. Also no needs here the ratings. Need to clean this all things. Unused codes need to removing for these screens. Now this is the image configurations. Inside you need to my profiles, and you need to remove like this here the is opens not else parts. You need to creating here the containers. Clean here about these codes to set here. Again need to remove this here this row this rating, and look like this here clean. Then after so need to remove this here the another things my profiles kilometers away. Need to clean here like, and make sure we need to configure this here these columns. Need to start offsets and here Italian row for this row these columns. Create here the row, and need to write down here the widgets with expanded like here. And now we need to inside need to create here the circle buttons. We need to develop this here the add plus icons icon button on press event, and to set here the icon dots. We need to configure this here the add underscore circle like here. Set this here the color, the color, primary text, like here, and show like here this years. Need to set here primary color. Set here the font size. Need to set here the 30 and more big. We need this here. So need to set here the 40 for this UI. And similar to designs, we need to making like this here the UI or the done here. Also need to check this here the radius. We need to increase this here. So we need to set this here the 10 and also need to increase this here the 3 and show like this here. Similar to designs, we need to making like this here the UI. We need to putting here similar to designs. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.